really fault either team for anything in that
Yeah.
game. Or, well, you can look into the individual fights and be like, okay, they're making mistakes. That's not what I mean, but it's very chaotic in the late game. And I don't feel like eHome looked like way stronger than VP in this game, too. It's ridiculously close for a reason. But they do get the 2-0 win.
When he sniped
eHome has also
with the
been
fucking
playing
ice
pretty
shards.
solidly in general.
It's like so lucky.
I would say, yes, they've got some draws, but they've shown good games, for sure. And now it's going to get really interesting.
Yes.
Let's do a little bit of an update on the score situation, unless you want to break down the game a little bit more.
I mean,
we'll do that right after.
Yeah, we can do it right after, and I think
awesome
both
games.
all
There
of
was
us
like
while
one
watching
or
were
two
just like,
games.
each
There was
fight
like 3,
was
4
interesting.
games
Sure, there
tops
were
that
faults
were
and whatnot. It got a little crazy.
Just
but
okay, but there were
overall,
so many good games.
The result is what matters, and at that point, every fight just matters. It's whoever really wins the last fight that comes through, and that happened to be in VP's base. So let's bring up the standings and let's break this down, because the dust still has not settled in Group B.
Now, the reason VP are going to be kicking themselves a little bit over that loss is not the fact that they... Oh, well, it is the fact that they didn't get their 1 point. It's not that they didn't 2-0. That's the problem. The problem is that they didn't at least draw.
Yes.
Because now at this point they have 9 points, and that means that their fate now rests with Empire. Because if Empire, who are going up now against MVP Hot 6 in their next match, if they 2-0 them, you can see Empire will end up on 9 points, which would tie them with VP. And we don't do heads up for 4th place. For 4th place, there's a tiebreaker series being played.
Yeah, that's it's too important. So.
Yes. So therefore, all of the results don't matter if it's tied for 4th place. And that is pretty likely that Empire could 2-0 MVP. And in addition to that, of course, if you're looking for eHome, they have another matchup. They will be playing C-Deck as their last game. And that's important, too, because if one of the teams 2-0s, they actually get 1st place. And even though it looks like it would be a shared 1st place for eHome and EG, it is for eHome alone, because they have the better tiebreaker going down.
Right.
The tiebreaker is you start at the top, you go down, and you check matchups. And they both, should eHome win, both eHome and EG would have 2-0'd C-Deck, but then against VP, EG drew, and eHome would have then 2-0'd them, as we just saw. So both series remaining very, very important.
Yeah, so nothing really still settled. Unfortunately, MVP Hot 6 doesn't, even if they get the 2-0 against Empire, they are still going to be just at the very bottom 2 slots of Group B. So they will not get a choice going to the bracket stage. So that's something I guess we can confirm after their match against Newbie. But yeah, I mean, the fact that we have like one set of matches, right? So 2 matches left in the day, in the week of the group stages, and we still don't know exactly how things are panning out or even which 4 teams exactly from Group B are going to move on is pretty crazy. Winter, do you dare to even predict how this is going to go through? Because it's